I did a very dumb thing to myself on Saturday. I do that a lot. So I'm on a diet because I don't want to die. I'm trying to, take care of myself a little bit better because I don't have the most active of lifestyle. So we're working pretty good so far. I'm like down 7 pounds, which is nice. Good. And I'm doing the shakes. I'm doing the diet shakes. And so there are 2 ways to do those. You can like buy the pre-made ones, but them expensive. Or I can. And
they don't taste as good. They taste weirdly metallic always.
So you could get like a tub of powder for like $12, and that's like 22 of those. And I'm like, yeah, I just have to mix it with skim milk. And that's where the problem came in. Because the jug said it was still within the sell by Best By date, right?
Oh.
And I didn't smell it. I used to do the whole, you open the milk, you smell. I didn't smell it. So I just made the shake, and the I couldn't taste anything different. So I just made the shake and I drank the shake, and then things happened inside me.
Can you use a non-dairy milk?
I don't want
to. Could you pivot to an oat milk?
I don't know, but I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
But so it was. I just want to just say that I was very fortunate that I have like a big old tub of Gatorade powder. Because that was a big help. Yeah, because I could make as much Gatorade as I needed on Saturday. I didn't know they
make Gatorade powder.
And I needed a lot of Gatorade on Saturday. I looked later and I smelled the milk, and the milk was a biohazard at that point. I was like, oh no. Well,
I solved this problem for myself by getting weekly milk delivery. Every week I get a little glass quart of 2%, and I get 3 half-gallons of iced tea and a half-gallon lemonade. They they leave it in a cooler on my porch. I never have to worry about if the milk is fresh.
The way you framed that, it was sort of like one of those YouTube segues into an ad for HelloFresh or something.
Tutti frutti.
We are not sponsored by my dairy. But I haven't had to worry about if the milk is fresh in 2-3 years now, which is great. And I just, every Sunday night, I put the bottles out. They take them, they sanitize them, they reuse them. It's a little more eco-friendly.
Well, we don't have that here.
I'm sorry. I live where there's a lot of cattle. Like a lot of cattle.
Yeah, we don't have... We have the Coburg cow, which is a statue of a cow that is over at the...
Not much good for milking, though.
And it is good that the Citadel cadets for graduation have a ritual of climbing the sign and riding the cow, and sometimes they fall down and break their heads. And that's not even a joke.
Okay.
That's the exclusive military college where a bunch of our politicians come from.
Yeah.
All right. Let's actually get to the news this week. Each week, Catherine, the radio dead audience, go out in the worldwide airwaves, find all sorts of horrible stuff. Bring back here for a little segment we like to call "What the Fuck's Wrong with You?" Actually, Catherine is not here this week because she's getting married and she's very, very busy. And I would have liked to have been there, but our entire economic system is collapsing around us, so I could not afford to go, unfortunately. But we love Catherine. And anyway, so speaking of everything collapsing around us, I haven't had actual experience with this, but everybody's all like, fucking drones and shit. And I can understand why they'd be annoying, because you have somebody with a freaking internet camera flying all over the fucking place for who fucking knows why. I can see why they're annoying. However, my first reaction to them would not be to burn them. Couple burned neighbor's wayward drone. A married couple is facing felony charges after reportedly admitting to burning a drone in their fire pit after discovering the $1,200 item had mistakenly landed on their Florida property. Investigators say Christopher Paula, 40, was flying a DJI Mini 3 Pro drone around 11:30 p.m. last Saturday when it lost communication while in flight. The drone, Paula told police, was programmed to automatically return to its home point when connection was lost. However, instead of flying back to Paula's residence, the wayward drone touched down in the background of the house owned by Sandra Marcellus, 43. Marcellus, who had bought the property in 2016, lives there with her husband. What?
Alquidavin?
Alquidavin? Okay, there. Thank you. Alquidavin dating is 49. That was like a landmine right there. Using a GPS tracking feature, Paula determined the drone's last known position was in a nearby backyard. Paula said when he knocked on the home's front door, a woman's voice came through the Ring doorbell camera and declared, quote, "You don't have a fucking drone anymore, sir." Paula then contacted police, who subsequently spoke with Marcellus about the drone incursion. After reportedly admitting that she and Daniels, quote, burned the drone, Marcellus said that the couple had experienced ongoing issues with drones flying over their property. The flight, she added, prompted her to recently post on the Ring neighborhood app about her concern about drones. On one recent occasion, Marcellus told police she was outside undressed when a drone flew over her property. A week ago, upon discovering the foreign object with a camera in their yard, they burned the drone in a fire pit. Okay, I get why you're pissed, lady.
Yeah. If you have a fence in your yard, you expect that you can, like, sunbathe and stuff.
However, the appropriate response would be you call the police, or you maybe actually use it, get a fucking lawyer, be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Give the guy a stern talking to.
Yeah, I would call the police because I'm like, I want to know what footage is on that drone. Why were they in my yard, etc. I would involve because, but what I would not do would be to sacrifice it to the fire gods.
No. Also, don't those have lithium batteries in them?
Yes, they do.
You don't want to set that on fire.
Well, apparently they didn't care. This is some like caveman shit. Okay. Why are
This is very like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah.
Like I will admit I have solved quite a few problems with fire in my life. That is true. But if something came down from the heavens, this is sort of like, oh no, the gods sent us an angry monster. We must destroy it with fire. What are you doing?
I understand the frustration. I really do. You could have died.
Yes, you could have. This boost a big bada boom.
And you're lucky that you're only like arrested, charged.
I'm kind of like the $1,200. That's why they're in so much trouble is because of the value of the damn thing. It's kind of like you burned somebody's mini bike.
Well, and like we have a lot of realtors in my neighborhood, and the new thing that realtors do is they do like drone footage of the house for their little promo video. So like we do routinely have like drones flying over the neighborhood but it's usually because of a realtor trying to sell a house. And it's kind of annoying, but it never occurred to me to set it on fire.
It wouldn't have occurred to me either, because that's not how, like, just the fumes from that fucking thing. Do you know how much cancer you gave yourself?
I mean, the plastic alone. You don't want to burn plastic, but then you get to the battery and you really got problems.
Well, we have, let's move to North Carolina for this time. This is it's not the hero we deserve, but he's the hero we need. I kind of feel this guy. Like when it was the Little Caesars, it was like, what are you doing? But now I'm just like, no, I get it. I fucking get it. Biscuit bandit breaks into Popeyes at 5 a.m. and starts cooking. A biscuit bandit is being hunted in North Carolina after the desperado broke into a Popeyes at 5 a.m., and started cooking items from the menu. Happened around 5 a.m. at the Popeyes on Westgate City Boulevard in Greensboro when the rogue fry cook managed to get in and out before staff showed up. Restaurant opens at 10 a.m. It was determined the individual accessed the inside of the building, started cooking shrimp, biscuits, and fries, stole other items before leaving. Realizing the intrusion was unusual, police department took an equally unusual approach to addressing it on social media. Individual decided to break into Popeyes, stole a few things. Popeyes and Greensboro PD would like you to rate your food experience by contacting us on Crime Stoppers. You know what, buddy? If you saw somebody breaking into the Popeyes and cooking food at 5 a.m., no, you didn't.
We've had people do this before.
Yeah.
And I've wanted a food item outside of the operating hours of the establishment that makes said food out. I can't tell you how many times at 3 o'clock in the morning I want a fucking milkshake and don't have ice cream and milk in my house.
Mm.
But when you're an adult, sometimes you just have to deal with that shit.
You know what the problem is? And children, this is from the before times, up until 2020, everything was fucking open 24 hours. Every goddamn thing. The Walmart was open.
Yeah.
Every the fuck thing was open 24 hours. The McDonald's was open 24 hours. The Walmart was open 24 hours. The fucking Home Depot. Well, no, probably not Home Depot. Everything was the fuck open for 24 fucking hours. And then the pandemics hit and we stopped doing that. And now people don't know what to do with themselves.
You know what I really miss from living in the Northeast is 24-hour diners. I didn't understand that New York diner culture isn't a thing everywhere. And when I say New York diner culture, I mean in the New York metro area, you can't throw a rock without hitting a diner that probably has a whole page of the menu devoted to Greek specialties. Mm. The food counter is covered in giant chocolate chip cookies and turnovers wrapped in saran wrap. They definitely have an 8x10 of the Little League team they sponsor on the wall, and they're open, and they never close. And I didn't realize that's not a thing everywhere.
No,
and Denver doesn't really have that.
No.
And God, I miss a 24-hour diner. Yeah, I know Denny's. Denny's isn't a diner.
Denny's isn't a diner.
It's different.
Denny's has a Masters of the Universe menu. Denny's is not a diner.
Yeah. I'm talking the diner that has been there, owned by the same Greek family since before you were fucking born.
If you have a coffee drink that is designed after a character that Jared Leto plays in a movie, that's not a diner.
Have you seen the trailer for that movie? I know I'm just tangenting off of tangents. But
yes. Why
are they taking it so seriously?
I don't know.
Why does it look like they want us to take it seriously? That concerns me for everyone involved.
There was a weird thing about Masters of the Universe. I know we're way off on a tangent here. When you were a kid, there was that goofy ass cartoon that was, this is the He-Man and with the little at the end, to give you a little moral at the end and all that. All right, sure. And then they had these comic books little tiny comic books that came with the action figures that were fucking dark as shit. So there were these two different aspects. As
I didn't watch He-Man. I watched She-Ra.
Yeah.
But
they did the same thing too. They did say they had little comic books come with it.
I've been to 3 different movies where they're running that trailer in the past couple months. And every time I'm are they trying to take this really serious? First of all, what's Idris Elba doing here?
Man, didn't you learn your lesson after Thor? Come on.
What's he doing? Sashir Zameda, what are you doing here, girl? Well, why are they taking this so seriously? Anyway, sorry.
So we're moving on to Boca Raton for this one. And we since the quote unquote AI era has begun, we've known that people are going to be using this to scam people and to, manufacture bullshit. And however, sometimes like you're not even good enough to do that. And this fucking guy, and he's in so much trouble, which makes me happy. Boca Raton father catches Lyft driver using AI to fake car damage. Driver removed. Boca Raton father says Lyft. Oh, this is Florida. Sorry. Why did I think Louisiana? Anyway, Lyft driver used artificial intelligence to fabricate photos of car damage and charge his daughters a $75 damage fee after a trip home from the beach. Bert Gore said his daughters and their friend had been at Red Reef Park and then ordered a Lyft ride home. Said never expected what came next, a fraud alert from his bank and a damage charge. The $75 charge came from his daughters, were accused of leaving a mess inside the vehicle. His first instinct was to hold them accountable, but his daughters pushed back. His daughters sweared up and down, no, Dad, we didn't. My daughter standing over my shoulder looking at the image like, Dad, that's not us. That's AI. And then she points to it. They call it the hologram. The AI watermark on the photo. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. Yeah, if you look real close right there, Gemini does this. Google's Gemini, they put a little star down there at the bottom right to let you know that the image is fake. And this dude, I don't know if OpenAI does this. I don't know if Anthropic does this. I do know that if you use Google's image generator, it puts that little, this is a fake star on it. So this motherfucker decides to scam these girls out of 75 fucking bucks. But he's so fucking bad at it. He picks the one image generator that actually helps stop scams. And the dipshit, look, he could have taken the picture, downloaded it, re-uploaded it into Photos or something, and then cropped the little watermark out.
Not even. Literally look at it. All he had to, Oh, I thought you were going to say like clone it out. All he had to do was crop the photo.
Right, just that little bit, just cut off the
you could go into like Photoshop and clone it out easy enough. But if you don't have a Photoshop app, you don't even have to do that.
It's like right down there at the bottom. And it's not that. You can't even scam properly. You have all of these technological tools that are designed to help you scam people, and you can't, you fuck that up.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to have like all these, like, do you remember when counterfeiters would go like what they wanted was the plates they used to print money, and they had like counterfeit, like that was a big deal, and they got fastidious with the IDs and just make sure it all look right. And now they can't even fucking use the fucking image generating shit. I'm disappointed in this generation of criminals. They have no skill, no craft.
Yeah.
Like, isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that even to commit crimes back in the day, you had to learn a trade?
Yeah.
Now that nobody's got no pride in their work anymore, even the criminals. Like, fuck's sake, bruh.
At least wreck your own car.
Right. Oh, let's move on to at least this fella did something with his own two hands. It's just, it was not a very good thing to do. Not that. This is from West Palm Beach. I think the Pokemon shit has officially gone way too fucking far. Local man accused of using chainsaw to break into Lake Park store and steal $12,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
What the fuck?
Right? Like, holy shit. According to arrest report, Clayton Warren, 33, was arrested and charged with burglary and grand theft at the owner of the Collection Realm in Lake Park. Contacted PBSO on May 21st to report an overnight burglary. Surveillance video showed a man using a battery-powered chainsaw to cut a triangle in the hurricane-proof front window. It's probably plexiglass or something. In the process, blood was left behind. Warren initially attempted to break the window with a rock. So he started with a rock, beating on the plexiglass, and then escalated immediately to chainsaw.
Well, you didn't bring your battering Ramazar?
I don't think that's a Pokemon.
Isn't it? There's like 50,000 now.
Probably not. Yeah. Just investigators used a license plate reader to locate Warren's vehicle. Captured on surveillance camera found is registered to West Palm Beach address. Search warrant provided. Warren was arrested at home. Don't go out doing crimes in your own fucking car anymore.
I mean, I feel like at this point in society, if I walk out my front door, I assume that I am on camera somewhere. My neighbor might have a drone. Like, if you're not in your house, you got to assume you're on a camera somewhere.
Like, I mean, even those license plate things that hide your license plate, they don't work all that well from the license plate camera. You should just, if you're going to do crime, don't use your car.
So you got to be like, there are people that are smarter than this for better reasons. Because
sure, yeah.
So Dan always used to get me a Mother's Day card from the cats. And ever since he died, somebody every Mother's Day gets me a Mother's Day card from the cats. I have no idea who. They used to leave it under my doormat. This year it came in the mail. Last year I was like, I'm gonna find out who this is. And I like checked my doorbell camera for the whole day. And this person like was covered head to toe, gloves, hoodie, balaclava, everything, just to anonymously deliver my little Mother's Day card from the cats. And they were doing a nice thing. And you can't be bothered to not use your own car.
That's weirdly menacing.
They're very serious about not getting caught, which I think is very sweet. I don't know if this is something Dan arranged with somebody before he died, or if it's just somebody being nice, but every year on Mother's Day, it cheers me up a little bit.
Okay,
and
but
they're
the whole,
very serious about not getting caught.
The whole hood. I hope to God they don't pull that one day and one of your neighbors is like, hey, motherfucker, like tackles them on your front lawn and shit.
That kind of is the kind of neighborhood I live in. So I do worry about that. I'm like, you're going to get like the non-emergency line called on you.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened yet. And this year they just put it in the mail, which just might be the easier way to do it.
All right, let's see what else. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is Ohio for this one. And everyone needs to be ashamed. I will put, there is an injury here, but they're fine, which is good. I mean, they weren't at the time, but kindergarten graduation brawl leaves one injured, one behind bars. Toledo, Ohio, fight at a kindergarten graduation in Ohio left one person injured and another arrested. The fight happened Thursday morning at the Queen of Apostles School in Toledo. According to police, the fight was the result of a dispute between several adults.
I'm sorry. It was a Catholic school?
Yeah, it's a Catholic school. The fight was a result of a dispute between several adults over seating at the graduation ceremony.
Oh my God, you got to watch the video. Holy shit. Yeah, it takes a minute to get into it from the like talking people, but
come on. Yeah, this is, it was a whole bunch. It was everything. It's like a WWE cage match in there. What the fuck?
Over a kindergarten graduation? And like you can see, it's in a gymnasium and the seating in question is folding chairs.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's a fucking VIP section.
Oh, that keeps going. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. All of the parents just.
That poor lady in the pink shirt is getting her shit rocked. Jesus.
All of the.
Like, why?
Jessica Anderson, 28, was charged with felonious assault for her alleged role in the fight. No children were in the room at the time. The ceremony was postponed to a new date to be determined.
Can you imagine? You're 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You just finished kindergarten. When I was in kindergarten, we didn't call it graduation. We called it moving up day because you were moving up into like real school. So whatever, you're doing graduation. You got your little paper gown, your little paper hat. You're all ready. Mom's going to take pictures of me. And then your teacher has to tell you that you can't have graduation today because all of your parents decided to kick the shit out of each other about who got the best folding chair.
And they didn't do it a little. They did it a lot.
One lady's in pajamas. I'm sorry. You couldn't be arsed to put on clothes, but you're in a fight over getting the front seat? Talk to me when you have pants.
My parents were not like this.
No.
What happened?
Like, my parents were super duper Catholic, but I did go to public school. And I think if something like this had happened at my graduation, I would not have gone to public school anymore.
Like, I don't have kids, but I'd like to think that if this shit started at my kid's kindergarten graduation, my response would be, okay, I'm leaving the room. I don't want to be here. And
again, my dad was a brick shit house who was a bare knuckle boxer, so he probably would have just put a few people down.
Yeah.
And then grabbed me under his arm and we would have walked out, I'm guessing. But Jesus, like, imagine those kids. Imagine being those kids and you're all excited and your teacher has to come in and tell you, I'm sorry, kids. We can't have your graduation today.
Not every single parent
because your parents are all being arrested for assault.
Every single parent in there, not a single one of them is like, you know what, maybe we should take a step back because this is our kids' day and we should be more concerned about our kids. No.
Yeah.
They stepped to me, must represent.
My dad would win the brawl, much to my mom's horror.
Yeah.
My dad would have taken out everybody and my mom would have been absolutely beside herself.
All right, well, last one this week. This is the one you've all been waiting for. This is the one you all sent me. You're quite happy about this one. So
it's always a little concerning when it's something that popular. I don't see these in advance, you guys. I don't know how many people know that. I see these when they come up on my screen.
Yep. So let's cut to the video here. This is from where did this happen? Grapevine. And at first, when someone sent me this, it was from the Grapevine Police, and I'm like, that's not a real place. And I thought for sure this was AI.
But that's how we heard it.
This is
through the Grapevine.
Oh. This, however, was not AI.
Where's my sound effects?
Tesla driver intentionally drives Cybertruck into lake to test Wade feature.
What?
Tesla driver in Texas has learned the hard way that the Cybertruck's Wade mode does not work exactly as he hoped. Grapevine Police Department shared news of the incident this week, explaining that officers were dispatched to the southern shore of the Grapevine Lake on May 18th after calls concerning a Cybertruck in the water. There's a good old picture of it right there. When questioned, the driver allegedly told police he drove into the water on purpose.
What the fuck is Wade mode?
Scroll down. There's an answer. What is Wade mode? Wade mode, according to Tesla's website, is a feature of the Cybertruck that sets the car's ride height to, quote, very high, allowing drivers to navigate their vehicle through up to 32 inches of water. Features designed to help drivers through, quote, rivers or creeks, albeit shallow ones. All right, 32 inches is not a river. That's...
Who the fuck is buying a Cybertruck to drive over the river and through the fucking woods? They're held together with glue. Who's buying one of these to go off-roading?
I just... It this guy.
They're held together with glue.
What?
Also,
Why?
it's an electric vehicle. And I don't know if you guys are aware of how well water and electricity get along, but it's not great. They're not friends. So you just probably bricked your overpriced 8-bit fucking car.
They had to get like a fucking crane to get it out of the fucking lake. Like fucking garbage.
It is garbage now. It's $100,000 worth of garbage.
Well, at least you can recycle steel. So there is that.
Yeah. There's a specific genre of TikTok that I've run across a few times where it's like used car dealers filming their phone calls with people trying to trade in their car.
Mm.
And it's the guy trying to like trade in his Cybertruck and he thinks he's going to get $100,000 for it. And they're like, yeah, you're going to get like 60 grand tops if it's in like perfect, absolutely fantastic condition. And these guys lose their shit.
Mm.
Bad investment.
You don't want the fucking thing. Why do you think anybody else wants the fucking thing at this point? Just 32 inches is about 3 feet of water. I wouldn't consider a river to be 3 feet deep. That seems to be a bit more.
It's a Cybertruck owner, so he probably thinks 32 inches is like a mile. Let's be real. He thinks that's the ocean.
That is obviously
because if 6 inches looks like this.
Look at how you're going. What the? You are going on a journey there. Look at that car. That is for as long as it's going to stay afloat. It's not going to stay afloat very long, but you're going away.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Man, lads. if I spent $100,000 on anything, my ass would not be taking it into a river.
I'm not submerging it.
Not water. Even if it was like a boat. I would be sitting there going, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to put this in like, a pool or something.
Unless it was like I had spent $100,000 to have an especially rare fish as a pet, and it would die if I didn't put it in water. But why would I do that?
Why would you do that? Because I ain't driving my $100,000 fucking car into no river. What's wrong with you?
I don't like driving my fucking Jeep through deep puddles.
This is the kind of guy
used.
I bet you anything. This is the kind of guy who is like, I'm doing this to prove a point. And you don't even know what the point is.
Yeah.
What is your point, sir?
I had to watch somebody out in front of my job the other day try to parallel park Cybertruck, and that shit made my whole day. Because he could not do it. And after about 17 tries, he gave up, drove away.
Aren't those things supposed to be able to parallel park themselves?
It just healed something in me. Oh, do they have Snap Pack?
I'm pretty sure
this one did not have Snap Pack.
Apparently not. To be fair, I already have problems with parallel parking, but I don't have, a Cybertruck. I
avoid parallel parking if I can. And I have the smallest Jeep you can get and still call it a Jeep. But, it's just not fun to do. But around Denver, a lot of places are street park only, so I've just had to get used to it.
So what did we learn this week? We learned a car is not a boat. This is some shit you should have learned in kindergarten. And speaking of kindergarten, if you graduate from kindergarten, you better hope that your parents behave your damn. For your fucking kids, just chill the fuck out for 5 fucking minutes. What's wrong with y'all?
Your 6-year-old should not be more mature than you.
Right? We've learned that Pokemon cards, if you're trying to steal Pokemon cards with a chainsaw, something has gone horribly wrong.
Yeah. You got to rethink some things.
We've learned if scammers are not putting in the effort anymore, so good on us. I mean, good for us. But
nobody wants to work anymore.
Nobody wants to work anymore. Unless it's that guy who broke into the Popeyes to cook his own.
Yeah. Fair.
Bless you, brother. I hope you stay free and out of the clutches.
I mean, he really does love that chicken from Popeyes. Maybe a little too much.
And finally, we've learned that if a drone happens to land in your yard, the solution is not fire.
There are so many problems to which the solution is not fire. And yet there are so many problems to which people immediately look to fire as a solution.
Yeah. It's sort of the modern conundrum, I guess.
Yeah. Such is the duality of man.
If not fire, why flammable?